Hey, it's Janae Ashley and welcome to my channel. So sit back and relax and get ready to be entertained and informed. What is the glow mode and why did I start it? Glow mode is a mindset movement. It's something that I created years ago. I was dealing with depression and I needed something to help me get above water. Being a Black young woman and not having those kind of resources for like mental health, because that wasn't something that really was spoken about in my family when I was dealing with it. I honestly did not associate myself with having it because I didn't really know all of like the symptoms of what depression could look like in someone. Once I started going to therapy and I started learning more about who I am, my goals became more apparent to me, which honestly it led me to today and be comfortable with who I am and my journey and my space. And I started to just do a lot of research. I came up with these core values because I was like, you know what, well, I started to learn about what a growth mindset is and the difference between a growth mindset and a fixed mindset. I got the book by Dweck, who coined the phrase growth mindset and fixed mindset. And I read the book. The book is in my description link down below. It's a really good book. It talks about what a growth mindset is, how it can help and improve your life, and how it has helped improve other people's lives. The first study that she did behind it was students, really understanding the difference between a student that had a growth mindset and a student that had a fixed mindset and how it varied and looked different in those two students, and basically figuring out ways to help one who is more in a fixed mindset. How can they work towards a growth mindset? And so I read that and I was like, wow, this is a great book. And I was like, you know what? I think I need some core values. I always love the term or like the phrase like your glow up, like, you know, you never know like what life is gonna bring or what's gonna happen. And I just always loved when, you know, someone has like their glow up, because your glow up is personal to you. No one could take that away from you. And so I was like, you know what, is there a way that I can come up with, you know, just something that aligned with having a glow up? And then so like as time went on, I would just think about like different words that meant something to me at the time, not realizing that I was just kind of formulating core values. These definitions, they are similar to the dictionary definitions, but I added like my own little touch to align with a mindset. I started to really try to work through my issues and like figuring out like why am I the way that I am. And so I really was like hyper fixated on my growth. I was very hyper fixated on that because I really wanted to focus on what that looked like for me and how can that help me later on in my journey. And so I developed growth as a core value, and here's the definition that I came up with. And I think for me, I knew that, you know, growth is not a linear thing. It's, you know, you're gonna have like your ups and downs because that is how life goes. You're not gonna always just be like, all right, I'm just gonna make my way up and that's just it. Like sometimes you make your way up and then you have a plateau. Sometimes you may be in that plateau and then go down. Then you can go right back up and then like just have like this moment of up and down, up and down. We all want our journeys to just go up in a way where we're not going too far down all the time. So that's why it's important to be mindful of what happens. Having that practice of discernment is really important because that is what helps you eliminate some of those decisions that may be bad for you later on in your journey. My next core value that I created was leadership. You know, taking risk, being accountable for your life, setting those goals for yourself. Utilizing leadership as a core value definitely helped me figure out what direction I should go into. My next core value that I created was optimization. Really just optimizing any and everything. So whenever you're going through life, you know, having obstacles, optimize that. I mentioned in the previous video, mistakes are beautiful because you have the ability to learn from them. Also, along with learning from them, you can optimize on that mistake. So again, you're learning from it. So that right there, you're already optimizing. the next step to that would be like, wow, okay, like I learned from this mistake. I know what not to do in the future. You can now start prepping yourself for different things, or you can now go into certain situations with a different mindset or a different POV than you had before that will help you make better decisions. So just really having that in the back of your mind, that whatever you are doing and how you go through life, being optimistic and optimizing on whatever it is that you are going through will definitely help you have that journey where you may possibly not have too many downs. That's why I think it's important to just be very mindful and practice discernment. The last core value would be worthiness, because at the time when I was like going through the motions of everything, I feel like, you know, you shouldn't have to go through this. Like, this is not something that you are worthy of. You are worthy of more. Now, all together, you have GLOW. You have the GLOW core values: growth, leadership, optimization, and worthiness. Utilizing all of those core values together will allow you to be your best self, but it also allows you to work through self-discovery, figuring out who you are, what is it that you want to do in life, what do you want to get out of life. It also helps you obtain and maintain a growth mindset, which is super, super important when you are utilizing these GLOW core values, because that is the basis of what these core values were created on. So it's important that you look at these core values, understand what a growth mindset is. Also understanding that a growth mindset, or just a mindset spectrum, it's not like a flick of the switch. Like, it's literally not like, okay, yep, it's on now and tomorrow it's off. It's literally a spectrum. So if you look at a situation, there are certain things that you would be leaning more towards like a growth mindset, and there could be some things that you are leaning towards like a fixed mindset. The important part about it is that you just are mindful, and that you really understand what each mindset is like, and how different the outcomes can be depending on what your choice or your decision is when you're utilizing either or mindset. I'm gonna go into more detail about the GLOW core values and like what my plans are for it as time goes on. I really just want to foster that community within my YouTube channel so that I can start doing more with that, because I have a lot of great ideas for it. I just want to have a community that's going to support it and also just live by it, because I definitely have used this and it has helped me tremendously get from where I was like some years ago. Like 10 years ago, Janae is definitely so much different from the Janae today, and I will definitely say those core values helped me tremendously. I've also kind of used family and my bestest friends as my test subjects, implementing GLOW core values in their life and how it can help them. And everyone that I've shared this with and that actually utilizes these core values really will say that it has helped them look at life a little bit more differently, in a way where now they're embracing their journey more. They're finding out what it is that they want to do and who they're meant to be. And also just looking at the situation like the glass is half full rather than half empty. I'm super excited to share more. So let me know down in the comments below if you learned something new today. Go, yeah, this is what I am going on a day date looking like. So you guys can see like my OTD for the day. I'm wearing I have like, I don't know how many of these I have. I have like a gazillion black leggings, and let me know down below some random and unexpected topics that you want to get my perspective on. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and definitely stick around for more. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to share, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.